What's up, guys? So we are going to review a few products here, some accessories that we got for Star Wars Unlimited. We got some art sleeves. I got the orange ones, my favorite color. Kind of nice to see those. Some premium tokens, the pros. These are the expansion pack that come with the Sentinel token, if you can focus. And then we're going to also do the damage pad for the base, and see how this works, if it's worth getting all these accessories. I think the sleeves themselves, they've improved a lot since the beginning. So let's go to just head and open these up. So the sleeves themselves, they have improved, and now they come in this box. They don't come in that plastic wrapping anymore. They have this little tab here so you can hang it. Retailers can hang it on their wall there. And so it's a nice little carrying box if you want to store your sleeves in a safe place, or if you care about the environment. Definitely it's nice that it's paper and not plastic anymore. So let's go ahead and get this out. Nothing else in the box. So we have the sleeves that come in this like paper wrapping now, no more plastic, which is environmentally conscious, which is nice. Alright, so we have the orange backed sleeves. I love them. They look nice. So my typical sleeves that I use for like draft and sealed were the white sleeves, but these are orange. These will replace my white ones because orange is my favorite color, and they look nice. That texture looks nice. And you get the two sleeves now. I think I forgot if it started in set 3 or set 2. They included 2 clear sleeves for your base and your leader. As it is with tradition, let's open up a pack and let's test out the sleeves also. Why not? So we have Major Von Reg, Masasai Temple. Some of our commons. We have a Hyperspace Punch It, System Shock commons, a few more commons here, and then we have an uncommon Red 5, Hera Syndulla, Clone Combat Squadron, and then a rare Boba Fett. Nice to see that. And a foil Guerrilla Soldier. Alright, so if you want to put in your leader here, and looks really nice because it's just a glossy finish, it's not matte. I personally don't like matte sleeves just because the colors get muted. But I do love the way these clear sleeves look. I think they're the premium ones. I forgot exactly what the name is, but either way, these are nice sleeves for your base and for your leader. And then you have your token in the back if you wanted to use that. And then if you wanted to obviously see your other cards, they go in really nice. They look nice with that white background. Alright, so I could definitely get a few more packs of these, because these sleeves I've used, like I said, I use the white ones, and the white ones they last a while. They lasted me a while. I mean, I say a while. I mean, I use them maybe once a week for a draft, but they haven't really been tearing or anything. They've actually lasted me a while. Oh, as a matter of fact, I'll show you. So this is the pack I take for my draft. And here I have my tokens and sleeves and more tokens. But yeah, these are the sleeves that I used for draft and constructed. And they last. They're still in pretty good condition. These actually lasted a while and they're still good. And I probably most likely will still keep these for draft or sealed, just to take to events. But now the primary ones will be these orange ones. So yeah, good sleeves, nice color, nice bright orange, which I love. So yeah, good sleeves. All right, so the next product we'll review here are these Premium Tokens Pro. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the new Sentinel token. It's nice to get a Sentinel token. And they don't come in any more plastic wrapping. They're just loose in this box. There we go. That's it. Alright, so these are the tokens. They look really nice. So we do have your double-sided tokens. We have your ones and your threes, which is nice. Then you have your other tokens, which are 5s and 10s. And they've been printed in all of them that Lucasfilm limited right on the tokens there. And they have them on all of them now. The shield tokens are double-sided as well, which is cool. I don't remember if the other ones were double-sided. These are double-sided as well. These are the experience tokens. A lot of people were saying, why didn't they put +2/+2 on the other side? But these are just experience tokens, you know, to replace the cards. So there's you could use the other little flag type of plus ones to add more, but these are the experience cards, the tokens to replace the cards. Your epic action tokens, you know, double-sided, looks nice. And then the Sentinel tokens, which look cool. And I'm sure they say Sentinel in Arabesh, double-sided as well. So it's cool that we have Sentinel tokens. I like that a lot. And then we have some of the things here for Twin Suns. Personally, I haven't played Twin Suns yet. I need to play it. I want to play it. It's just hard sometimes to find four players. There's a little trash here. Yeah, so these tokens are nice. I mean, they're premium tokens. They look cool. I already have a bunch of tokens from the first round of tokens that were released, so I don't really need these 1 and 3s, or sorry, 5s, 10s, 1, 3s. It's nice to add them to the collection and to like have them as an option. But I use dice for damage counters. I use red dice. I like using red dice to match the red on the tokens, right? It makes sense. Red for damage. But I do use the other tokens, like I use the epic action tokens, the shield tokens, experience tokens. And I do use the little carrots as well for like Krennic or Tarkin whenever I need to. Well, mostly Krennic. You know, one of my decks I use Krennic, so I use those little carrots. But either way, I usually most dice, and I can show you what I have actually. I can show you what I use with my little travel thing here. This is my little token box that I use, and I do have a little custom 3D printed thing here. So I do, those are my dice there that I use for damage. You know, all the little flags that I use for when you're improving power and all that. And then underneath I have more dice. I have my shields tokens and my experience tokens, you know, and my little chance cube whenever we need to roll for who has initiative. Got that at Disney. But anyways, these are this is my little travel kit that I use for when I go play, and it's convenient, small, you know, closes in place and then just goes back in my pack. I'll definitely be adding some of these Sentinel tokens to that pack, so some of the experience tokens will probably go away. But either way, nice little collection of tokens here just to add to the other set that I have of tokens. So cool. If you're first time getting these tokens, you're getting the 1 and 3s, which is a nice option. Nice little way to minimize the amount of tokens you have because you have these here now. All right, cool. I like these tokens, so I definitely give these a nice little endorsement, A+ on these premium tokens. They do feel nice. All right, so the next thing we're gonna review here is the damage pad. The damage pad is a new accessory for Star Wars Unlimited. It came out with Jump to Lightspeed, so this is brand new for a lot of players. Just to show you, it goes up to 49, it says there. Suitable for many games with more than 30 hit points, so you could use it in other games if you want. And the idea is that you put your sleeved base, or any kind of base, there where the damage counter would go. Textured background. Alright, well, let's take it out and just take a look at it. And there it is. Nothing, no extra packaging needed. I mean, it's thick plastic. You can definitely tell that it's light, so it's not heavy. Very textured. Has a lot of thematic elements when it comes to Star Wars. Not sure if any of those textures mean anything special in the lore. And then you have this giant wheel here on the side, and this little clicker in the middle. So what I've been wanting to feel is like how it feels when you click it. If it's easy to click when it's on the table, or do you have to lift it to click it? And that's one of the things that I noticed on stream when FFG was using it, that they had to lift it up. But let's see how it works. So you click this down, okay, goes to 0. That's actually quite hard. Oops. It goes to 4. Interesting. Now I'm trying to see, like, it is hard to click. Does it go to 3? It does go to 3. And then it goes to 4. It's not light. It's not easy to turn, actually. I have to lift it and really kind of turn it. Jesus. Okay. I have to put a lot of force actually to move the numbers up and down. And I'm actually putting pressure down here as well. So you can't just simply, I mean, if you want to go to 1, you have to go to 1. But it does take a little bit of breaking in, I guess you could say. I guess after a while it does get a little easier, but honestly I feel like I have to keep lifting it up actually to switch it back down. Yeah, so it's not easy to click up and down. It's a little bit hard, to be honest with you. Okay, but then you have your big clicker here. This one, it should be easier, right? Actually kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, you don't necessarily have to like lift it. You just have to put pressure. Okay, so if you're going to be counting up, you want to start at 0. So if you're dealing damage, if you're clicking to the left, you're adding damage. And like I said, it's kind of hard to, you can't do it one-handed, definitely not. I mean, it takes a little bit of practice, but it's a little bit tough to do it one-handed. You definitely have to put two hands to rotate that number. Might take a little breaking into. Okay, we go to 10. It might take a little breaking into, but honestly, it's kind of tough. I mean, I am doing it. Yeah, but it's like, I don't want to, is it stiff? Is that the word I want to use to describe it? Stiff? Let's see how it looks with the base. So, in true fashion, right, with this channel, let's open up another pack, because I love opening packs. Let's get a base from a pack. I could get a base from something I opened up already, but what's the fun in that? Wedge Antilles. We have Masasai Temple, which we'll put in there. Got Attack Run. Commons. No hyperspace common in this pack. Sweep the Area. Clone Combat Squadron. Red 5, which is similar to the other pack I just opened. And then we have a rare Invisible Hand. And then a foil Coordinator Front. Alright, so let's look at the base. That's what we wanted to see, right? So it's 30 hit point base. And the idea is you put your base right there. That's the idea. It'll slip out easily. It won't hold it in place. Not sure if I like that, to be honest with you, just because I mean, you put it there and it stays, but if you tilt it a little bit more, no, actually it's staying. So I wonder if there's a way to hold that in place. It seems like there's a little, maybe I can catch it here on camera. There's a little clip there And I think that, well, that's definitely designed to hold your card in place. You can see that there's a little indentation and a groove there, so they thought about that. So if you're going to put your base in here, you have to push it up into that little area and it stays. Okay. That's nice. That actually holds it. Pretty cool. But like I said, if you have this, you're definitely going to be putting a lot of pressure on your fingers there to click up to 30. I mean, it's a pretty cool accessory. I think it's a interesting first step into a damage counter for a base. I'm not sure what it says there in Arabesh, but me personally, I like using dice only because it's quicker. But let's do something here. Let's sleeve up the base. So we'll sleeve it up with this clear sleeve, put it in there, and it stays in place, which is cool. So it is, you know, when I was looking at this, I was like, maybe it needs a little lip here to hold the base in place, but it doesn't. It solves the problem with those clips right there, which is pretty nice. But it holds it in place. If you like the way that looks, that's cool. It's not bad. But the only thing I don't really enjoy is, I'm gonna be honest with you, is the clicking. It's hard. It's not easy. You just have to really know how to maneuver it. But it is, I think it would stand a lot of clicking. I think that's why they decided to make it sturdy, because if you're going to use this a lot, you want this to last, you know, this clicking. So if you do it for a while, eventually it will wear down, but I'm not sure how long they tested this to see how long it will last. But it's okay. I don't know if it's something I would take. Me personally, I like using dice. Like I said, I use red dice for my damage. Also, this doesn't fit in my little deck pod to take. You know, if I wanted to, I mean, obviously this doesn't fit. That's something that I have to consider. If I want to take this, I have to take these 2 items now. This is probably something I would just use at home, honestly. I don't know if I would take this to a place with, you know, any kind of tournament. But it does take a little bit of breaking into. But either way, this is the back here. I think it's a good idea for a concept. So they did think about the cards not falling out. I think they did think about the durability as well. But it's just a little too bulky. I feel like it needs to be streamlined a little bit more. Maybe make it easier for the clicking or the damage. There's a place to put your finger, so that works. But me personally, in terms of being efficient and just taking less things to a tournament, I would just take my stuff here in one box. And this I'll probably just keep at home just to use whenever my friends come over and we could play. I'll have this. But that is the damage pad. If I rambled on too long, I'm sorry, but this is initial thoughts, just giving my first impressions on this. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for watching this video. We reviewed 3 items, and you know, I'm so far satisfied with what I got. I like the tokens, I like the sleeves, the damage pad is okay. And we have one more thing that I'm going to review later, which is the binder, one of the nicer binders. But anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll continue with more interesting things here on the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you.